Now that we've roused your sense of wonder, we're going to rev it up with some inspiration. It comes in the form of a young athlete who has turned his feelings of teenaged inadequacy into a triumph of spirit and body. Bill Ritter has the seventh wonder of the night.
This is Rohan Murphy doing his daily workout. I mean, really, how to look like this guy? Those arms, those shoulders, that chest. Exactly how strong is he? Well, talk about superpower. Rohan can bench press nearly 3 times his body weight. No shocker that he's a certified physical trainer at the Gold's Gym in his hometown of Islip, New York. In fact, Rohan is such a magnificent physical specimen, you can almost forget the one thing that truly sets him apart. He has no legs. Was there ever a point where you said, dang, why me?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you're a kid, you just want to be just like all your friends, and unfortunately, I couldn't be like all my friends. I couldn't go out for bike rides. I couldn't play sports with them, That was heartbreaking, but I just had to overcome that.
What Rohan had to overcome were birth defects. No hip on one side, half a joint on the other. His legs never worked, and so they were amputated when he was 4. For cosmetic reasons, he sometimes wore prosthetics. His fingers were also defective. They were surgically separated when he was 5. Suffice it to say, Rohan was different, and it wasn't easy growing up.
I really just didn't want to accept being disabled, Whenever somebody would ask me about my disability, they would come up to me and say, hey, why are you in a wheelchair? And then I would lash out at them.
How did you lash out?
I would just say, it's none of your business. I just felt like I was going to explode.
It was a potent combination. Teenage angst coupled with trying to fit into a school where there were few minorities and no other disabled people.
I remember those days after hearing the 9th period bell ring and all my friends were saying, I talk to you later, I'm going to soccer practice. I'll see you later, I'm going to football practice. And there I was with nowhere to go. And all I wanted to do was just fit in.
One person would change all that. Middle school gym teacher Ron Croto saw something that even Rohan couldn't see. And so he asked Rohan to be a sports team manager, the first step in the coach's grand plan.
One day before you know it, I had him doing pull-ups in class.
Did like 30 or 40 pull-ups, so I always knew I was pretty strong.
He said, I probably could do a lot more if I took my legs off. And I could see, taking that weight off, he could really, pull out a lot of pull-ups.
In fact, Rohan did so well, he broke the school record for most pull-ups. It was then that Coach Croto talked him into becoming an athlete. A wrestler. And it was on the wrestling mat where Rohan, with half the body but twice the strength, found what had eluded him everywhere else: acceptance.
To be honest with you, that was the best part, The team camaraderie. It was like a second family. I just knew that wrestling was going to take me somewhere where I've never been before. I know it was going to give me a different life.
Do you think you have an advantage?
There aren't too many wrestlers without legs that you could go train with. So I think that's definitely an advantage.
You can't practice, right?
Exactly.
You're faster, you're more nimble, what is it?
Well, I think my biggest advantage was probably just my strength, Because I was in such a lightweight class. In high school, I wrestled 96 pounds.
So you're wrestling kids who I assume most of them are not built like you are.
Well, not an upper body at least.
So you have this disability, but in fact, it advantaged Rohan Murphy.
Yeah, definitely, And the funny thing was, the more I excelled in wrestling, the more I excelled in life, whether it was socially or academically in school. So I really felt that wrestling just took me to another level in my life.
And to try to stay on that level, after Rohan graduated from high school, he went out for the wrestling team at Penn State. No one there had ever seen a legless wrestler before, certainly not the coach, who had first offered him a job as a bench assistant, not as a wrestler.
And then I look at him and I'm like, I want to be on a team, I want to wrestle. And he's like, how would you wrestle? So I just whipped my legs off, hopped out of my chair, and I showed him some handstand push-ups, that type of thing.
This is not hard for you to do?
No, it's just a flare. It's kind of a breakdancing move.
So give me a move. Tell me the move you showed him.
Well, I'm going to need you to stand up then. I'm so low to the ground and quick, I could just dive in here.
Yeah.
And get in a shot and take my opponent down.
And he said to you what?
Wow, that's incredible.
Well, I think I probably had to lift my jaw up off the floor, but I was like, my mind just started twirling. Like, wow, how can we do this? And sure
you were
enough,
skeptical.
I was skeptical, no doubt.
But the skepticism quickly turned to amazement, and it wasn't just the college crowd that Rohan electrified. His just do it attitude caught the attention of Nike.
In late 2008, I got contacted by somebody, and they were saying that Nike's looking for an athlete for for a New Year's Day campaign titled No Excuses.
It's written on the rainbow in letters made of gold.
He quickly won them over, and what followed was a mind-blowing TV commercial.
They loved it. They were just like, their jaw just dropped. They were laughing, they smiling, and they just thought it was amazing.
Watch the donut, not the hole.
As for Rohan's personal life, at 26, he is now quite independent and also quite single. It turns out Rohan's shy.
You could put me in front of 500 kids and ask me to speak. That'd be easy. You could put me in front of one beautiful girl and I'd be like,
But he is anything but shy about his career. And as you can see, he has no trouble wowing an audience. Rohan has turned his personal triumphs into an inspirational message. He is now a motivational speaker.
Thank you. I know I make doing those push-ups look easy, but unfortunately my life hasn't been so easy. I was born with a severe birth defect.
What do you think resonates with people when they hear your story?
A lot of people take things for granted in life, and maybe even having legs, and that's something that I don't have. And I just think it gives people a different perspective, especially kids. It really gave me a new perspective about how much hard work and dedication it really was going to take to become great at wrestling. And that's the way it is for life, for anything. Whether you want to be a state champ wrestler like I did when I was in high school, or you want to be a doctor, lawyer,
I was really inspired. It's amazing what he went through.
Well, he faced obstacles, but the obstacles did not stop him. He kept on going.
He's got muscles like out to here, like it's awesome.
When you're a kid, you just want to be like everyone else. But now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I know that being disabled and having to deal with not having legs is a gift. And I have to use that gift to inspire and motivate others.